Vishal Mehra, welcome back to the podcast. We did one recording earlier, didn't quite work out, so we're doing it again.
Yeah, man, that was if there ever was a train wreck, that will go down in the annals of history as podcast train wrecks.
I know, so many interruptions and all.
Oh my gosh, it was just insane. That was just a bad day.
So how are you doing, and how's the book going?
Well, the book did well. So we had 2 prints. I think we will have a third print.
You have 2 print runs so far.
Yeah. 2 print runs have already been done. I don't know. It's I think 3.5-4K per print run. I don't know what.
I see.
I think we'll have another one soon. The third run. So around 10K prints is not bad. Obviously Kindle, I don't know the exact Kindle numbers till now, but Kindle पे भी it has done decent. And obviously out of India sales भी हैं, जो भी हुई हैं, वो तो Amazon से होती है. It's done well for something that I barely promoted.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a few podcasts here and there. I did one event in Chennai, one in Delhi, one in Mumbai.
It's been over a year now, right?
Yeah. More than a year now. In fact, I'm in the process of writing my second book right now. Yeah, the second book right now.
Okay.
Which I think I'll be done in the summer when I'm in Canada. I tend to write my book. Last time also I finished my book in Canada. The second book also. So basically 1.5 साल के बाद 1.5 year के बाद second book आएगी. And then again I will take a break. I'll promote it in the winter when I'm back in India. Winter में India का run करूँगा, and then when I go back to Canada, I might do some promos for the second book in Canada. But it's been interesting. I'm picking topics that are like kind of weird. I'm writing about things that I'm passionate about. I don't know if people will pick it up or not. I mean, the first book was good. I don't know what's the second book, whether people will pick it up or not, because I definitely don't see a market for for freedom in India. I think India,
A market for freedom.
yeah, no, it's not. It's just Indians are not. Indians like spiritual freedom, is what I've understood. Which is why the extension of Indians going into many gods, goddesses, devas, asuras, and all kinds of. They like plurality in the spiritual realm, but Indians, for some odd reason, are not liking plurality in the political realm.
What do you mean by plurality in politics?
I think overall...
we have so many political parties. We have a shockingly plural.
Yeah, but they're all authoritarian.
They're all authoritarian.
No
liberty.
No liberty. It's like nobody likes liberty in India at the political level. There is no taker for liberty in India, is what... So what I did with the first book was I set the template about the religious template. So why did I say I'm not an atheist while I'm a Nastik and a Nirishwarvadi is that there is a certain spiritual and cultural template that Indians follow. And in that template, we allow multiplicity of viewpoints at an intellectual level and at a religious level. Even within that, even the Charvakas are there, and they are part of the 9 Darshanik system, right? Yes. The original Astik-Nastik classification. What has happened is post the 2 major colonizations of India. Yeah. I'm not saying they are the only 2 invasions of India, but the 2 big colonizations of India.
Impositions of foreign culture on us.
Foreign culture on us were the Timurids.
Turkic invasion.
Basically, the Timurids who came and they got in Islamism in India.
Yes.
And then after that, I would not say the British brought Christianity to India. Christianity came to India, but under the British time, in fact, the British were not shoving it down, but
initially they weren't doing that.
Yeah,
they were for business.
Yeah, they were just doing it for business. And in fact, even afterwards, if you look at it, the Portuguese were far worse.
Oh, they were
far worse.
Oh, yeah.
And they were religiously driven.
But they were fanatics.
Yeah, they were fanatics.
The Spanish template.
Yeah, the British were not in that sense, but still we had these 2 cultural impositions on us.
Yeah.
And somewhere down the line, I think we just took a lot of bad things in their cultural milieu and we did not take the good things. I often say this. India needs Eastern spiritual systems, but I think Western political systems aren't that bad. We should respect those things. And it doesn't mean we have to take the Westminster model.
No.
We can take a mishmash of the American and the Westminster and make it our own, adding our elements.
Absolutely.
But what we don't have is a culture of these discussions in India. Why is the question we need to ask? Why is a culture which, not tolerates, celebrates people like me? Like you've had Indian politicians nonetheless, I remember Lal Krishna Advani in the 50th celebration, 50th year of our parliament, जब सबको बोलने का दिया गया था, even at that time, Lal Krishna Advani had raised the point of the Charvakas.
I see.
Yes, in the floor of the house. कौन से देश में होएगा? Atheism को floor of the house में बोला जाता है. Then Narendra Modi has often used the Charvakas in his political speeches.
I see.
He has said that. And there are ample clips available of this on the internet. It's like you don't have to ask me for the clip. Google karoge Narendra Modi, Charvak, Darshan, ya ye sab. You will find it. He's spoken about it. In fact, if I remember correctly, he was wearing a aqua green kind of a kurta also. That's how much I remember.
I see.
So that exists, but it doesn't reflect in political freedom in India, which is something that concerns me a lot. And this has nothing to do with what happened with someone like Ranveer or like Kunal Kamra. It's overall overarching system. So the first book was looking at India and I don't call it coloniality. I call it the Abrahamization of the dharmic mind.
So are you saying this wasn't the case like 1,000
No,
years ago?
not
before
that bad.
all this was imposed on us?
This level of authoritarianism you don't find in India. If it was there, why would so many sects come up in India? And why would so many sects take so many ideas from each other?
Yeah.
Indians may not like it, but vegetarianism is a very major Jain influence on Indian society. I mean, you have historical, archaeological, every kind of evidence that points that Jains actually, and such a tiny little population.
Well, it used to be much bigger in the past.
Yeah, but still.
Today it's tiny, yeah.
We took it, right? We took it. It made, for Indians, it made sense. They immediately took the idea from the Jainas.
Yes.
And then they made it their own. And they made it their own. Like vegetarianism became an active part of the larger Hindu life.
Yeah, today you have militant vegetarians.
Yeah, in Hindus. And if you read the scriptures, they're not going to like what the scriptures say.
I know.
The scriptures are very clear on these things.
That was a different world.
Yeah, so that's what, right? I mean, you have B.V. Lal's excavations and he's meticulously recorded all the, bones of animals he's found, not in the, the fire altars, in the tandoors of the Indus Valley civilization. 2 books of B.V. Lal where he has meticulously documented, Rigvedic people and Dusri Wali book. So he has documented this. I have covered that book page to page, cover to cover in my Patreon sessions.
I see.
So this is why I remember this. So here is a culture that allowed, and this level of freedom existed in society. You can't. And then there is a breaking point in society. We have, which I call the endogamy problem in India of not marrying outside the caste, which has genetic evidence. We can't just lie about it.
It begins about 2,000 something years ago, right?
Not even 2000 यार. तू अगर देखेगा ना उसको seriously अगर तू genetic data study करेगा तो याद हम लोग दिल्ली में भी इसके बारे में बात कर रहे थे. तो 1600 साल है यार.
1600 साल है.
सिर्फ वो गुप्ता पीरियड से तो एकदम ही मेजर जेनेटिक एंडोगमी शुरू हो जाती है इंडिया में. और तुम नोट कर उसके बाद से है ना इंडिया में इस्लाम आता है, इस्लामिज्म आता है और ये क्रिश्चियनिटी भी आती है साइमल्टेनियसली. और यहाँ से एक वो टॉप हमारे जो रिलीजियस सिस्टम है वो बॉटम अप ग्रासरूट सिस्टम है. इसके लिए हम लोग कैसे बोलते हैं ये मेरा घर है वो तेरा घर है, चल हम बाजू बाजू में रह लेंगे, झगड़ा भी नहीं करेंगे. इस्लाम आता है इस सिस्टम में, वो टॉप डाउन सिस्टम है, वो इम्पोज करता है. और वो इम्पोजिशन है ना, हम लोग ने उनकी सारी गंदी चीजें ले ली हैं. हमने उनकी अच्छी चीज कोई लेने की कोशिश नहीं की है. व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज कि उनके पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम्स, क्योंकि वो इतने ब्लडी रेवोल्यूशन से गए ना, वेदर इट्स द फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन, वेदर इट्स एनलाइटनमेंट आल्सो, देयर वाज अ लॉट ऑफ ब्लड स्पिल्ड, राइट. मगर उसके बाद उन्होंने जो पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम है, अगेन आई एम इंसिस्टिंग ऑन द पॉलिटिकल विट, उन्होंने अच्छा पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम बनाया. एंड आई फील we can better them because we can retain our spiritual system in our personal life, but I think we can take their political system.
So what's the ideal political system you can envisage for India? What sort of structure would it have? So
it could be parliamentary or presidential.
I think parliamentary we've tried for 70 years. It's not really the best system for us.
You won't believe it. A very good friend of mine, Tushar, he's a public speaker. He talks about policy a lot. So I was in Delhi a few days ago. Tushar was at home for dinner with his wife. Lovely couple. And Tushar and I and my wife, I just told Tushar, यार मेरे को ना ये discussion करना है. It is about how regional parties are actually destroying India.
Okay.
I am not saying they should be banned before somebody misunderstands me.
Okay.
I am saying how they have, because what is the nature of a regional party in India? See, there are only two national parties in India, in the real sense, who are attempting to carry all hues of people. They are the Congress and the BJP. Whether we like it or not, only the Congress and the BJP try to carry everyone from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. And they have a pan-India vision. Does the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam have a pan-India vision? No.
No.
Right? They are a linguistic party. Does the Samajwadi Party have a pan-India vision? No.
Okay.
Does the Trinamool Congress have a pan-India vision?
Probably not.
No. Does the National Congress Party, NCP, they don't have a pan-India vision.
Okay.
Shiv Sena, all hues. Shinde Sena, Uddhav Sena, Maharashtra Navnirman Sena, they don't have a pan-India vision. As much as people want to say Mayawati, who I actually respect for her political fight, because she really got, after Kashiram, she got, the Dalit people a say at the table. But even Mayawati does not have a pan-India vision. She doesn't. So in the real sense, right, only two political outfits in India have a pan-India vision.
Right.
Now, what has happened over the years is, post, let's say, emergency के बाद से, जब हमारे यहाँ पे real ये regional parties और ऊपर आती गई, और ऊपर आती गई, और ऊपर आती गई, caste, linguistic, या अदर रीजन से ये लोग ऊपर आते गए रिलीजियस पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है इंडिया में. शिरोमणि अकाली दल वाज बेसिकली द पार्टी ऑफ द सिख पीपल, राइट. अभी वो पोस्ट वाजपेयी के साथ वो लोग ने अपने आप को थोड़ा सा किया, मगर अभी अलग हुआ है. फिर दे हैव गॉन बैक टू द बेसलाइन. या दे हैव गॉन बैक. सी व्हेनेवर दे वर विद बीजेपी दे हैड टू डाइल्यूट, एंड इट वाज द अंडरस्टैंडिंग वाज बीजेपी विल डाइल्यूट इट्स हिंदूनेस एंड अकालीज विल डाइल्यूट their Sikhness. But what these regional parties at an intellectual level forced India to do is that the national parties started competing with them.
Okay.
Now, when the national parties compete with them, they are playing at their field.
Yes.
Their field is identitarianism, sectarianism, all kinds of conflict exploitation.
Of conflicts and fissures in the society and all that, divisions.
And then these national parties start playing on their turf.
Okay.
It doesn't augur well for India. India needs, I think India, as much as I feel ये लोग बोलते हैं Republican और Democrats हैं और option नहीं है ऐसा, I don't agree with that. I think Republicans भी all hues के होते हैं. Now Trump is actually not a Republican, but he became the Republican president.
Yeah.
And दूसरा, the absolute lack of a primary system in India.
Oh, yeah, that's a big issue. Big issue.
Or the whip, right? Now, in an ideal political system, a member of parliament, जैसे, let's say, if I have a member of parliament, that member of parliament's job is to represent the will of his constituents in the parliament.
Not the will of the party.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's what happens in India.
That's what happens.
बीजेपी whip issue करती है, कांग्रेस whip issue करती है, हर पार्टी whip issue करती
Yes, करती
है.
है.
अच्छा, इंटरेस्टिंगली कनाडा में भी यही सड़ा हुआ सिस्टम है.
Same system in Canada.
सेम सिस्टम, ये सड़ा हुआ सिस्टम है. मगर यूएस में जो सेनेटर होता है, he is so scared. कितनी बार you see in America, the senator votes against the Democrats. वो Democratic senator है. But he's like, I have to answer to my constituents.
Yep.
So that's a much better
That's
system.
a much better system. Absolutely.
It is a much better system because you are in. काहे की people power है ये? I can't even control my MP.
No, you can't. In the system that we have.
We can't, which is why I said that maybe it's time, even if you are in a parliamentary system, maybe you need to empower the individual MP far more. और ये जो होते हैं ना, नहीं हॉर्स ट्रेडिंग होगी, 20 करोड़ में बिकेंगे, भाई आज भी तो बिक रहे हैं.
बिक रहे हैं, yeah.
आज भी बिक रहे हैं. ये बोल देना कि पार्टियां, कांग्रेस, जब कांग्रेस का हे था, कांग्रेस ने तोड़ी पार्टियां, अब बीजेपी का है, बीजेपी तोड़ रही है पार्टियां. दोनों वही कर रहे हैं और क्या कर रहे हैं. और नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न तो जो पूरा बेल्ट है, उनका तो सिंपल फंडा है, कोई भी जीते जो सेंटर में, वो सारे उनके साथ ज्वाइन हो जाते हैं. दिस इज अ पॉलिटिकल हिस्ट्री ऑफ द नॉर्थ ईस्ट. सारे एमपी यहाँ से वहां जंप मारते हैं, वहां से यहाँ जंप मारते हैं.
But they're playing within the rules of the system,
Yeah.
imposed by the system.
Yeah.
The system is what decides the way the game is played, right?
So this is what I mean when these kinds of discussions are not happening in India. So my aim for writing this second book was more about freedom in India at a conceptual level is just not discussed. At political freedom, I'm not talking about spiritual freedom. India is the most free country when it comes to spirituality. You can truly practice all sorts of spiritual things over here.
Yes.
You just cannot do it politically. It is not about whether I like what Kunal Kamra says or not, whether I like what Ranveer Alabadia said or not. Those things, I mean, freedom is not meant for things that please me. Freedom is literally meant for things that annoy me.
Yes, true.
And your real test only comes when you stand up for things that annoy you. That's the whole point. And this authoritarian model is getting exploited the most by regional parties, and now the national parties have joined in.
Okay, they are following suit.
It is a very bad situation, and an authoritarian society which does not allow you to speak leads to self-censorship.
Okay.
A lot of times people want to say things, they don't.
Yeah.
You know, at times I wonder, why do people present me at times as some anomaly? I'm just saying the quiet part out loud. I should not be the anomaly, I should be the norm. The norm should be कि हाँ बोल दिया भाई, हाँ कई बार गलती से बोल दिया. There is this system where people, if they say, oh okay, I think I should not have said that. And you know, you're allowed to make 1,000 mistakes in your life if you're a thinking creature. But यहाँ पे इतनी self censorship होती है इस डर से कि क्या होगा मेरे साथ, आप सोचना बंद कर देते हो. और अगर आप सोचना बंद कर देते हो तो आप इनोवेट कैसे करोगे?
नहीं, इनोवेशन नहीं हो सकता है.
इसीलिए तो भारत में इनोवेशन नहीं होती है. कल्चर ही नहीं है भाई. कल्चर कहाँ है हमारे यहाँ इनोवेशन?
इनोवेशन के लिए पूरा अलग, you need a whole different kind of culture. You need a culture in which making mistakes is allowed. It is encouraged because that's how we learn. The only way to learn is by making mistakes, right? And so much more. I mean, the education system is a big part of all this. And
you know, you can say much more about that than I do because of your background in science. Like, for science, the prerequisite requirement is I don't trust you.
Skepticism.
Doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
यहाँ में लोग मजाक उड़ाते हैं.
Assume what the theory that's been put forth is wrong, and let's try and break it in every possible way. That's how we do it.
It's confrontational, right?
Yeah.
But do we enjoy confrontation? I mean, this is a serious issue, and if we care about progress as a country, as a society, if we want our country to go forward, we have to have these discussions and to say. And then both, I think the Indian left and whatever is made of the Indian right, or the non-left as I like to call it, I think they're intellectually handicapped. And they have been neutered intellectually by the state apparatus, where they have just done this. And I trace the death of it when the day Islamism entered India.
Okay.
Because blasphemy is a concept that is alien to our culture.
It's alien to us, yes.
I mentioned this in my first book, and my second book is literally going to be called Blasphemy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm making the case for blasphemy.
Okay.
Like, you have to blaspheme. No normal society can function without blasphemy. Because what is blasphemous? Like, for example, you know, we have those famous videos on Twitter where अजीब किस्म के फूड फ्यूजन होते हैं और हम बोलते हैं अबे साले गुलाब जामुन को बड़ा पाव में क्यों डाल रहा है?
Okay.
वो फूड ब्लास्फेमी हो गई.
Yeah.
मगर वो क्यों अलाउड है? मगर अगर मैंने किसी रिलीजन को क्वेश्चन कर दिया, वो क्यों नहीं अलाउड है? बेसिकली गुलाब जामुन को पाव में डालोगे, उसके लिए मॉब बाहर खड़ा नहीं हो जाएगा.
Yeah, no. There's no issue of violence with that, yeah.
मगर अगर किसी रिलीजन के डेटी या प्रॉफिट या किसी को क्वेश्चन कर दिया, उसके लिए मॉब रेडी है, या पॉलिटिशियन को. और ये बहुत सारे पहलू हो रहे हैं. पहले तो डेटीज थे, फिर प्रॉफिट्स को हमने वो सीक्रेटनेस में डाला, अभी हम पॉलिटिशियंस को सीक्रेटनेस में डाल रहे हैं. यार क्या कर रहे हो हमारे देश में?
कुछ politicians, कुछ historical figures, I think people are not allowed to criticize them anymore.
Yeah, no. So, for example, I am someone who has a lot of respect for Ambedkar.
Okay.
But he's not beyond critique. I think he should be criticized.
Okay.
You know, I want to read the volumes and speeches of Ambedkar and have my opinion on Ambedkar. I can do that with Mahatma Gandhi. I can do that with Savarkar. I think we should have robust discussions. Now, I'm a giant supporter of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. But does that mean I cannot have a holistic look at Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj now? And then at the same time, like, we are forced now to, you know, look at Aurangzeb with reverence. Why can't I challenge that?
Okay.
No, so these are small things, but these are all part of this authoritarian concept creep, that we don't believe in challenging things with ideas. And that's where the crux of my work, writing, is going to be. In all these areas of where I see India as a society, where I see the struggles of India as a society.
So is it like we are not allowed to think differently, or is it that we're conditioned to just think in just one way?
A bit of both. We are conditioned because we are not allowed. And now we don't challenge because we were not allowed. For example, 295A, the blasphemy law.
Okay.
153A, the public order and morality section. 124, the sedition law. It is very brutal. The sedition law is very brutal.
What does it say?
Like, कुछ भी मतलब the definition of what constitutes sedition is so vague.
Oh, it's very nebulous, is it?
Nebulous, and it picks you up. There has to be a very crisp and crystal clear definition. It's not, and India, as you know, the process is the punishment.
Yeah.
By the time you are वो बंगाल में वो केस हुआ था ना एक बंदे का 10 साल बाद वो 22 बरी हुआ था.
I see. But 10 years was
10 साल उसकी लगी रही केस लगड़ते रहा. फिर असम में अभी रिसेंटली एक केस हुआ था. एक IAS ऑफिसर को क्रिटिसिज्म का एक फेसबुक पोस्ट था. उसमें एक कमेंट क्या कुछ ने लिखा था. उसने जाके वो फेसबुक में ऑप्शन होता है ना लाइक विद इमोजी, उसने लाइक विद हाहा इमोजी किया. उसको उसके लिए केस ठोक दिया.
like emoji के लिए.
हाँ इमोजी के लिए. सो दीज थिंग्स एंड पीपल से अरे एक आधा केस हो गया तो क्या हो गया. अरे बस एक आधा केस अब हो रहा है. पॉइंट ये है कि वो लॉ है करके हो रहा है. You should not have the law. So I often tell people the law itself is an ass. The problem is the law. The problem is not the person. The person is only using what is available.
So the law and all these things, this entire structure is conditioning people to behave in a certain way.
Obviously, वही तो है. हम लोगों को मालूम है आज अगर मैंने कुछ बोला. Let us take the case of that AIB episode.
Okay.
What happened after the AIB roast was there was the Catholic Church or some church of Mumbai, I don't remember which denomination. They put a 295A case on AIB.
That is a blasphemy, is it?
Yeah. And they apologized.
I remember Ravina Tandon once apologized to some priest somewhere.
Yeah, but why should you apologize, yaar? What is so special? Like, I don't understand. So if hurt sentiments matter, right? So only religious people's hurt sentiments matter. I am irreligious. What about my sentiments? मतलब तोड़ा कुत्ता कुत्ता साड़ा कुत्ता मतलब तोड़ा कुत्ता टॉमी साड़ा कुत्ता कुत्ता. मतलब ये वही बात हो गई ना कि so you put religion at a pedestal. Why? Why should it? It's just an idea. It should be questioned, dissected, opened up, respected and disrespected like any other idea. But this special status that religion receives in India. It is not the historical case of India.
No, it's not been that way ever. Historically, long time.
Historical case नहीं है. Which is why I called this the Abrahamization of the Hindu mind, not the colonization of the Hindu mind. Because colonizer तो बहुत चीजें लाए, वो कुछ अच्छी चीजें भी लाए, तो वो necessarily इतना problem नहीं है. It is the Abrahamization of the Hindu mind, I call this, because the Hindu mind has now become blasphemous.
Okay, so we also now see things as blasphemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It starts with the famous Rangila Rasool controversy in the 1920s where, there was a book written which was very critical of Sita Ma.
Okay.
In response, this gentleman wrote a book and got it published called Rangila Rasool on Prophet Muhammad.
I see.
And then a mob went and killed the publisher. And then the British were like, screw all of you, they just put the blasphemy law. And our political class from British India handing over to us, nobody removed this law.
So that law, that act is a British imposed act.
Yeah.
They're still continuing that.
Yeah. Even Pakistan तो दो कदम आ गया. उधर तो 295C है कि if you insult the Prophet Muhammad, you get death penalty.
Okay.
In Pakistan. And Pakistan में 295A की punishment 10 years है. इंडिया में नहीं है. पाकिस्तान तो वाहियात देश है. मगर मुझे डर ये लग रहा है कि हम वो बनना चाहते हैं क्या? मतलब हमारा गोल्ड स्टैंडर्ड पाकिस्तान हो गया अभी. Boss, I'm sorry, Pakistan is inferior to India. We should not aspire to be Pakistan. और मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि अमेरिका की हर चीज कॉपी करो, मगर भाई फ्री स्पीच में वो हमसे बेहतर है. हमें ये एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए.
No, when it comes to free speech, I think even Europe and the Western countries, many of them are suffering from a deficiency of that, isn't it?
Every country on planet Earth, other than the United States of America, has lack of freedom. Canada में you can't crack transgender jokes,
Acha, okay.
they will come after you like a ton of bricks. They will really come after you.
I see.
UK में आजकल जर्मनी में फेसबुक और ये सोशल मीडिया मॉनिटरिंग हो रही है.
Yeah.
बट द थिंग इज वहां पे है ना, फिर भी आपको जस्टिस फटाफट मिलेगा.
Yeah, that is true.
और दूसरा, यू कैन सू द पैंट्स ऑफ द स्टेट एंड यू कैन मेक अ किलिंग एंड दे विल बैक ऑफ देन. And it has happened. It's not like I'm making this up. जैसे जब वोकिज्म का ये सब वायरस आया था, जेंडर क्लिनिक्स का, I had predicted. I was like, all it will take is somebody to transition. Enough people will transition in this in the social contagion. Then they will realize, oh, ये क्या हो गया? Then they will sue the state कि साले मैं बच्चा था, तूने मेरे को ट्रांजिशन क्यों करने दिया?
Yeah.
And exactly that happened in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Lawsuit पे lawsuit लगे उनको, and now you cannot transition before the age of 18 in England.
Oh, finally they've seen sense of that.
तो फिर उनको lawsuit लगा इसके लिए. तो वहाँ पे यही होता
तो
है.
वहाँ पे वो रेमेडी है.
ये
They can sue them.
यहाँ पे क्या है यार, यहाँ पे तुमने एक कानून बना दिया और बाद में वैसी पब्लिक धुलाई भी हो रही है. वो कानून तो होगा ही होगा, वो पब्लिक धुलाई हो गया. मैं तुम्हें कॉमेडी किस्सा बताता हूँ पाकिस्तान का. एक बहुत बड़ा पाकिस्तान में यूट्यूबर है. उसके मतलब 5 मिलियन 6 मिलियन सब्सक्राइबर हैं. यूट्यूबर, टिकटॉकर जो भी है वो. उसके ऊपर पहले 295 के केस लगे थे. तो उसने एज अ जोक, जस्ट आउट ऑफ अ जोक, उसने 2 परफ्यूम लॉन्च की, मेंस एंड विमेंस.
Okay.
मेंस परफ्यूम का नाम रखा उसने 295A और वुमेन्स परफ्यूम का नाम रखा 295C.
Okay.
He was not mocking religion. He was saying मेरे ऊपर ये लॉ लगे हैं, मैं ये परफ्यूम लॉन्च कर रहा हूँ.
Okay.
A mob takes offense that you are mocking a blasphemy law, comes on the street, says तुझे मार डालेंगे.
So the law itself becomes
Yeah, sacred.
Sacred.
तो imagine कर, where are we going? We are taking the definition of sacredness to what? The law is sacred. The law.
The law becomes sacred.
There is no end to this, right? That's what I'm trying to say. There is no end to human stupidity. And we cannot, or India is not ready for it. Was the world ready when Darwin came up with evolution by natural selection? His own wife did not accept it. You remember the famous story, right? He gives her the entire book and he sat on it. He never published it. Only when Wallace came up with the whole idea, he was like, "Abhe साले तेरे से पहले तो मैं सोच चुका हूँ." And then Darwin kind of came out with it. But Darwin's own church abandoned him. His wife did not like what Darwin said, and many other things happened. Every time Galilei के साथ क्या हुआ? उसकी तो बैंड ही बजा दी. Socrates को भी लास्ट में तो उसको पिला दिया. ठीक है.
So that's been the Western way historically.
ये हमेशा, मगर they kept pushing, they kept speaking, बोलते गए. हमारे यहाँ we are just accepting the status quo and we keep making fraudulent arguments. अरे नहीं, मॉब आके मार देगा. तुझे तो नहीं मार रहा ना, तू थोड़ा ना बोल रहा है. मगर कोई और बोलना चाहता है, उसको तो बोलने देना. नहीं, मगर उसको क्यों बोलने देना? वो मर गया तो अबे तूने ठेका ले रखा उसका, उसको बोलने देना. And also statistically it doesn't where anything when you look at it, Google Trends are publicly available. These are not some hidden secrets that only one person can lock onto. You can look at Google Trends in India, Pakistan, everywhere. Okay, they often say you cannot criticize the prophet of Islam or Islam by itself. That's what the claim is.
Okay.
Now you look at the Google Trends.
Okay.
It is increasing daily.
I see the criticism.
Yeah, the criticism is increasing at a rate of knots.
Okay.
Now ex-Muslims, the first batch of ex-Muslims all started from the West.
Okay.
I mean, I was one of the first podcasters in India who actually introduced ex-Muslims to the Indian audience.
I see.
I mean, I've spoken to all of them. Probably all of them.
Okay.
और मैं 5 साल पहले की बात कर रहा हूँ. They were
before we had video podcasts. We had audio back in the day.
Yeah. And then that's when I spoke to all of them. So because me being a disbeliever, you kind of tend to know these people. So they were a rave in there. आज तो वेस्ट में तो उनकी कोई वैल्यू ही नहीं है कि यार ठीक है ना, just another atheist. ऐसा पहले ex-Muslim was a thing in the West.
So it's very common, is it now?
बहुत common है. अरे Pew का अभी रिसर्च आया. Every country they surveyed in America, born Muslim and then after a certain age कितने लोग retain करते हैं इस्लाम? अमेरिका में सबसे कम है.
अच्छा.
They lose their religion. Why? Because they have freedom. वहां पे क्रिटिसिज्म हो पा रहा है इस्लाम का, तो लोग छोड़ देते हैं उसको. हमारे यहाँ इंजीनियस का आइडिया है कि किसी को भी क्रिटिसाइज करने मत दो. क्यों? क्योंकि सर तन से जुदा हो जाएगा. अरे भाई, सर तन से जुदा के इंसिडेंट्स एक फ्लैट लाइन पे, एक ऐसे बेस लाइन पे रहते हैं. मगर क्रिटिसिज्म ऑफ इस्लाम ऐसे जा रहा है, वो नहीं इंक्रीज हो रहा है प्रोपोर्शन टू द क्रिटिसिज्म ऑफ इस्लाम। इतना फैला जाता है इस्लाम, क्रिश्चियनिटी, हिंदुइज्म, बुद्धिज्म, जैनिज्म, जो रिलीजन बोलो वो फैला जाता है, जो बोलो। आज फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे एक जैसे जर्नैल सिंह भिंडरा वाले, उसके बारे में भी यह हवा क्रिएट करने की कोशिश करते हैं।
अच्छा, उसको भी सेक्रेट बना।
हाँ, भाई देखो उसको क्या पेलते हैं इंटरनेट पे। देयर आर हैंडल्स that dedicatedly only mock जर्नैल सिंह भिंडरा वाले। तो यार बियॉन्ड द पॉइंट यू कांट डू एनीथिंग। यार इंटरनेट है, तुम हो, मैं हूँ, प्रॉफिट ऑफ इस्लाम है, जीसस क्राइस्ट है, राम है, सीता है, कोई भी है, यू कांट स्टॉप द इंटरनेट। द इंटरनेट्स नेचर इज लाइक दैट। सो व्हाट द स्टेट एंड ऑल दीज पॉलिटिशियंस ट्राई टू डू इज दे क्रिएट दीज फॉल्स एक्सक्यूजेस, बट व्हाट दे डोंट रियलाइज इज दैट भाई तुम एक आधे पागल आदमी के लिए इतनी सारी बेनिफिट्स ऑफ फ्री स्पीच और फ्रीडम तुम इग्नोर करा रहे हो सोसाइटी को। आई थिंक आवर रिलीजन्स विल बिकम बेटर विद क्रिटिसिज्म। व्हाट इज द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ हिंदुइज्म? हिंदुइज्म की स्ट्रेंथ थी कि इफ समथिंग डिड नॉट वर्क they changed.
They changed it, yeah.
We are not like Islam, right? Where God came through an angel, spoke to a prophet, and whatever is said cannot be changed. Boss, that's their problem. Why are we becoming like them? Why do you want to become? हमारा religion तो बोलता है नहीं जमता change कर दे, तो change करो ना. And you are now forcing that अजीब किस्म का foreign model on the entire country when the country is not mentally prepared for it.
Yeah.
That's my problem. See, my problem is that the country is not mentally prepared and we are forcing it down our throats. Sometimes it will be excuse will be sar tan se juda. Sometimes the excuse will be overall law and order mob आ जाएगा. भाई तो मतलब पुलिस रिफॉर्म्स तुम्हारे लिए इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है, तुम्हारे लिए हर अथॉरिटेरियन चीज इम्पोर्टेंट है, मगर तुम उतरोगे नहीं पुलिस रिफॉर्म्स के लिए। तो क्या दिखाता है ये दिखाता है कि हमको सोचने से मना कर दिया गया है समाज में।
So who benefits from this authoritarian?
Politicians.
Only the politicians.
Billionaires. Local gundas. Anybody who has clout benefits from a system of suppression. Anybody with clout. कल को अगर मैं और तू भी लोकल एरिया के गुंडे होंगे, हम तो ना चाहेंगे कि हमारे नीचे वाले लोगों को फ्रीडम मिले यार।
नहीं मिलना चाहिए।
नहीं मिलेगा यार। तो फिर तो वही पॉइंट है ना कि हम, और ये कौन सा मैंने कोई पाथ ब्रेकिंग चीज डिस्कवर कर ली है। मैं जैसे लोग बोल रहे थे पता नहीं मैं कोई बहुत डिविएंट बात कर रहा हूँ, ये तो नॉर्मल बात है यार। दिस शुड बी द नॉर्म ऑफ एवरी पर्सन इन द कंट्री, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली वी आर नॉट डूइंग इट। एंड दिस इज व्हाई माय प्ली टू इंडियंस ऑफ ऑल ह्यूज हैज ऑलवेज बीन कि भाई please for once consider that without freedom what will happen to this country. We are the probably in the last 10 years we are the only economic bright spot in the world now.
That's true, yeah. Yeah.
यार हम ठोक देंगे अपनी, like वो अभी recent incident हुआ, the honorable union minister Piyush Goyal, I think his comments were in very bad taste.
The one that criticizing the lack of innovation and all that, yeah.
यार मगर उनको पूछो आप बिजनेस करो ना एक बार। मैंने 20 साल बिजनेस किया। अरे पैसे खिला खिला के आदमी दुखी हो जाता है यार, हर स्टेज पे आदमी, हर इंडियन मुसद्दी लाल है यार। बट द डीपर प्रॉब्लम इज, मैं जब नंबर देखना शुरू हुआ ना, R&D स्पेंडिंग ऑफ इंडियन बिग कंपनीज, यार रिलायंस इज ओनली स्पेंडिंग 0.7% एज पर सम रिपोर्ट्स
I see.
of their total revenue generated. There's nothing, yaar. It's so disappointing.
So how is it in the West? What's the typical percentage like?
I think 7 to 13%.
I see. R&D.
यार वही तो प्रॉब्लम है ना। 7 to 13% अगर हो रहा है तो हम कैसे सस्टेन करेंगे ये चीज?
So we're doing 1/10 of that.
Yeah, we are not spending enough money. और फिर उसमें मिस्टर गोयल आके टॉन्ट मार रही है, भाई तुम तो यार आइसक्रीम बेच रहे हो, ये कर। अरे सर आप पहले आज की डेट में इफ यू वांट टू स्टार्ट अ टेक स्टार्टअप इन इंडिया, यू कांट डू इट प्रॉपर्ली बिकॉज इतने बॉटलनेक्स है, इतने अथॉरिटेरियन लॉज है इंडिया में। एंड सी फ्रीडम इज ऑल्सो अ डायरेक्ट रिलेशन टू बिजनेस, बिकॉज सोचने की फ्रीडम नहीं होगी और ओवरऑल बिजनेस करने की फ्रीडम नहीं होगी, ये चलेगा ही नहीं। सेम कंपनी सिंगापुर में रजिस्टर होती है, वहां पे जी आ जाओ जी ऐसे रेड कारपेट ट्रीटमेंट दे रहे हैं। मतलब अपने ही लोगों को देश के नहीं करते। सेम लोग सिंगापुर जाते हैं, कोई फॉरेन पार्टनर ढूंढते हैं और वापस इंडिया में आते हैं, उसको अच्छी ट्रीटमेंट देते हैं। यार ये कोई बात हुई?
So what are we telling people? Get out of the country.
Yes.
Do it that way and then come back here.
Yes, we are exactly telling people that. And this is not a Congress BJP thing. This is a bureaucracy thing. Bureaucrats like authority. They like to have that stick to beat you because they think you're a thief. They think you're a deviant. Sometimes you're a deviant who speaks too much. So they curb your speech. Sometimes you are a deviant because you are a billionaire or a multi-millionaire or a businessman and you have some hidden stash of money. So they want authoritarian business laws.
So that they can tap into that stash of money.
Yeah, like simple things like the Income Tax Act amendment, which wants to snoop into your WhatsApp now. What nonsense, yaar! I mean, and now I'm like, nahi, tum misrepresent kar rahe ho, bhai. You come out and show me the act is not draconian. Then I will be convinced. See, these are small things that matter, and they are all interrelated to freedom. Because at the core, India does not have the concept of freedom in its head. Until we don't do it, we are going to struggle ad infinitum.
But if the bureaucrats want this authoritarian model, why can't the people who control the bureaucrats, the politicians up top, why can't they change the situation? I mean, is it so hard to change? Or is it like that the bureaucrats will go on dharna or strike if you ask them to change something?
I spoke once with an IAS officer about, working on a village and stuff like that. And I used the reference of a politician. Because I used the reference of a politician, the bureaucrat did not entertain me for 15 days.
Okay.
He's like, वो तो आते जाते रहते हैं, मैं तो हमेशा हूँ इधर.
Okay.
That's the attitude.
I see. So if I am a bureaucrat's boss, I can't make him change, is it?
As long as I have something on him, then I can.
Oh, that's how it works. Leverage.
Yeah.
You need leverage.
It's all about leverage.
So the bureaucracy is permanent.
Yeah.
The politicians come and go. That's how it is.
Oh, bureaucracy is like Trivedi of Sacred Games, ना? सब चले जाएंगे, Trivedi रहेगा.
I would see that. I watch that.
वो डायलॉग है उसमें, वो कैरेक्टर है, साला सब मर जाएंगे मगर त्रिवेदी रहेगा.
I see.
The bureaucrats are the people who run this country, and the tragedy is they're generalists. तू जानता है यार, तू साइंस का स्टेट देख इंडिया में.
Oh, ghastly.
तो मेरे से ज्यादा तू 100% जानता है इसको. फिर और तू कितनी बार मेरे को फ्रस्ट्रेशन में ये बोल चुका है कि यार क्या है वो रिसर्च क्या करते हैं इस देश में. और हम यार जुगाड़ को सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. हमने ऐसे कर दिया, हमने वैसे कर दिया, हमने ये कर दिया, हमने वो. अबे जुगाड़ से कुछ नहीं होता. जुगाड़ तुम्हारी मजबूरी का निशान है.
Yeah, it's nothing to be celebrated.
Yeah. तुम अपनी मजबूरी को सालों सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हो. तुमसे बड़े तो वाहियात लोग नहीं है. ये प्रॉब्लम है ना. तू सोच, विदाउट फ्रीडम कैन वी डू साइंटिफिक रिसर्च?
You can't. Absolutely you can't. You need money, you need time, and you need the freedom to break things and fail multiple times. That's how we do it.
Yeah, and this सोच. तू अगर कोई चीज साइंस में स्टडी कर रहा है और अगर इवेंचुअली तू रिलीजन को रॉन्ग प्रूव कर देगा और यहाँ पे ब्लास्फेमी लॉज हैं,
तो गए हो.
तो तू करेगा ही नहीं ना.
नहीं करेगा, of course.
तू सोचेगा ही नहीं, बोलना यार मैं काय को ये एक्सपेरिमेंट करूं क्योंकि रिलीजन ये क्लेम करता है, मैं ये क्लेम करता हूँ. समझ रहा है? ये कितनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है. ये हमें अपने आप को पूछना चाहिए ना कि हमने लास्ट 75 साल में, छोड़ दे 75 साल की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ,
Yeah.
हमने क्या कटिंग एज रिसर्च करी है?
मैं तो यही तो पूछता हूँ, मैं क्या किया है दिखाओ.
कुछ भी नहीं किया है हम लोग ने.
कितना टैलेंट, कितना पोटेंशियल है.
सब बाहर जाता है.
सब बाहर रहता है. क्यों बाहर रहता है? They are forced to.
Yeah.
And our students go outside, they go to the US to study, get whatever degree. And who teaches them there? Indians.
भाई, these are serious issues.
Seriously.
I get shit scared. मेरे को यही डर है. और ये सब चीजों का क्रक्स the lack of the culture of freedom in India है. Freedom is a state of mind. I will make many mistakes. From your platform, I'm telling everyone, I will make many mistakes in my life. But you have to have a system where you let me make mistakes.
Absolutely.
Whether cultural mistakes, whether intellectual mistakes, whether religious mistakes, anything you have to, because जिस समाज में वो क्या हमारा हिंदी संस्कृत का वर्ड है प्रायश्चित. प्रायश्चित का भी सिस्टम नहीं अगर दोगे तुम तो यार करेंगे क्या? एवरीबडी इज वॉकिंग ऑन एक्शेल्स इन इंडिया यार. एज कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स यू एंड आई हैव टू सेल्फ सेंसर सो मेनी टाइम्स. हमको सोचना पड़ता है यार, ये बोल दूंगा ये ऑफेंड हो जाएगा, ये बोल दूंगा ये ऑफेंड हो जाएगा. भाई मेरे केस में तो चलो मैं तो खुला बोल रहा हूँ, मेरे को यहाँ वाले गुस्सा होंगे, मैं तो कनाडा भाग जाऊंगा. जाओ जो करना कर लो, यहाँ पे सर फोड़ते रहना अपना बैठ के. मगर हर आदमी के पास तो कुशल मेहरा की वो प्रिविलेज नहीं है ना. हर आदमी के पास नहीं. जो यहाँ रहते हैं उनके ऊपर तो क्या बम्बू खसी जा रही है. और ये और एंड when I have that privilege, Sham Sharma has that privilege living in America. If we don't speak
Yeah.
on behalf of everyone else, because I know every one off the record tells me, bhai lagi padi hai. After the Ranveer Alabadia incident, I must have spoken to at least 30 different big content creators in India who have all shared they are so shit scared. कि भाई इसने किया क्या जो इसको पेल दिया है.
I know.
अच्छा वो छोड़ा समय रहना ना तो कुछ नहीं किया उसको भी पेल दिया. रणवीर ने तो फिर भी वो एक गंदा जोक मारा. ठीक है उसका गुनाह था उसने गंदा जोक मारा जैसे वो भी गुनाह था बाप रे मेरे को नहीं मालूम वो गुनाह क्या होता. वो मेरा व्यू है मैं नहीं एक्सपेक्ट करता हूँ दुनिया मेरे से एग्री करे. वो मेरा पॉइंट है कि वो मेरा व्यू है. इनफैक्ट मैं उसको बोलता हूँ मॉरल डम्फाउंडिंग जो जोनाथन हाइट का एक कॉन्सेप्ट है.
अच्छा.
इट्स अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्सेप्ट. आई हैड एक्चुअली डन दिस पॉडकास्ट विद अमित वर्मा एंड उसमें मैंने उसका पूरा स्क्रीनशॉट डाला था कि वो मॉरल डम्फाउंडिंग को बोलते हैं कि दीज आर इकी थिंग्स दैट वी don't want to talk about is because our evolutionary response is
Okay.
it's like because it's bad for our genome, right?
Okay.
All these things like so the moral dumbfounding experiment is sage bhai man decide to have coitus for just one night, but they decide that they will use protection in form of a condom and birth control, everything.
Okay.
Now tell me what to do और why is it wrong. लोग पूछते जाते हैं तो वो बोलते नहीं बच्चा हो गया तो अरे मगर बच्चा तो होने नहीं वाला है. They have taken everything. So when you remove the logical credentials, you still feel that.
Yeah. I still feel like yeah.
Why? Because at the core of our evolution,
It's a genetic
trait है वो हमारा genetic एक ही reaction है.
Yeah.
Yeah. और वो ट्रिगर हो रहा है उस पे. रणवीर अलाबादिया का जोक exactly falls into that moral dumbfounding कि यार मेरे को जानना ही नहीं है कि my parents are having coitus. I don't want to know. मेरे को जानना नहीं है yuck करके you just get that yuck reaction. And it's a case of moral dumbfounding. And it's fine. And like the problem is that we get अरे तू मेरे माँ बाप के बारे में अबे वो किसी के माँ बाप के बारे में नहीं बोल रहा है. It's a old shitty 20-year-old Reddit joke. It's a and it is a thought experiment. It's not even a joke. It's a thought experiment. And these are those dark thought experiments that we do. And we should be allowed in that. हर आदमी ये जोक नहीं मारने वाला है. मैं हमेशा लोगों को समझाता हूँ जब आइटम नंबर्स आए थे ना तेरे को याद है वो एक हमारा आइटम नंबर का फेज था.
हर थाउजेंड्स की बात है. यस अर्ली
हर पिक्चर में आइटम नंबर एक होता ही था. वो एक जॉनरा हो गया था. गर्ल्स वर हायर्ड जस्ट टू डू आइटम नंबर. ठीक है पीपल गॉट बोर्ड ऑफ इट. देन देयर वाज अ फेज वेयर सडनली kissing scenes in Bollywood became the norm.
Okay.
तो इमरान हाशमी को सीरियल किसर भी बोलते थे. ठीक है then people got bored of that too. Game of Thrones का मैं example देता हूँ. If you look at the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, the amount of sex scenes in first 2 seasons बनिस्पत the next few seasons is drastically different.
Okay.
Because eventually people are like अरे मैं हर जगह नंगा क्यों दिखा रहा है तू. हो गया ना. See sometimes a sex scene literally makes sense
Sometimes
in the larger context.
Yeah.
But now in Game of Thrones season 1 and 2 वो तो तुमको मालूम था वो जबरदस्ती डाल रहे हैं. It is the reason they were showing nudity is because it sells. But then people got over it. And people still watched it. So everybody reaches that threshold.
In saturation
आती है. So to say ना अरे मैंने ये एक जोक अलाउ कर दिया तो ये भी होगा नहीं भाई पब्लिक के पास और कोई टाइम नहीं है. यू आर अज्यूमिंग एवरीबडी हैज दोस थॉट्स इन देयर हेड. डोंट गेट टर्न्ड. सो देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ assumptions that people say and I think the internet has just overly what is the word I'm looking at? It has overexposed us, our mind, to many things that
it has numbed people's minds to things.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You get any kind of stuff.
Can you imagine this country has a cop to citizen ratio of 1 cop to almost 400 people.
Okay. It's one of the lowest in the world, right?
Worst in the world. ये तो शुक्र करो ये देश की एसेंस में नॉन वायलेंस है. करके ये देश में आग नहीं लग रही है.
नहीं, if you take the cops away from New York City for 15 minutes, there's gonna be riots on the streets. I promise you that.
वो लोग वो वहाँ पे 1:100 के रेशियो में मेंटेन करते हैं वो लोग. Because then they reach those levels of civility, safety, security. कोविड में जो राइट्स हुए ब्लैक लाइव्स मैटर के, it was clear the cops were told to back down. इंडिया में कैसा होता है मॉब एक बार तो अपना काम तमाम करके चले ही जाएगा, फिर कॉप्स आते हैं चित्रौल करने के लिए और सबको आक्रमण मोड में मार के जाते हैं डंडे. बट दैट्स नॉट हाउ वी शुड डू इट. वी शुड हैव डिटरेंस इन द फर्स्ट प्लेस.
Yes, I agree.
वी डोंट हैव इट. बट आउटरीच रणवीर के जोक पे पुलिस रिफॉर्म्स की आउटरीच कहाँ है? जुडिशियल, भाई वो जज के घर में अबे बोरे भर भर के कैश मिल रहा है।
वो जल गया वो, राइट?
हाँ,
ओके।
अबे मैं थोड़ी ना बना रहा हूँ, वो जज अभी इलाहाबाद हाईकोर्ट में मस्त में प्लेस हो गया है।
गुड फॉर हिम।
आउटरीच नहीं है भाई, उसकी नहीं है
outrage for that.
प्रायोरिटीज मस्त है इस देश में हर आदमी की।
So why is it that people will outrage over Ranveer making some mistake, or but not on this really?
Because Ranveer is powerless.
Okay.
Ranveer is powerless.
So you go after the ones who are powerless.
Powerless. जन से फटती है ना।
So people enjoy bullying the powerless.
मैं बोला था ना, मैंने एक पॉडकास्ट पे बोला था, भारत में हर आदमी के हाथ में एक डंडा है, वो सिर्फ पिछवाड़ा ढूंढ रहा है डालने के लिए।
I see.
वही है, हर आदमी के हाथ में डंडा है, वो ढूंढ रहा है काहे मिले तो मैं घुसेड़ दूं, और वो पावरफुल होएगा तो पिछवाड़ा और मजा आता है। तो ये हमारी फितरत हो गई है। वी आर सो यूज्ड टू बीइंग बुलीड बाय दीज अथॉरिटेरियंस, वेदर इट इज द फॉर्म ऑफ द जुडिशरी, वेदर इट्स इन द फॉर्म ऑफ द कॉप्स, द ब्यूरोक्रेट्स, द पॉलिटिशियंस, द रिलीजियस लीडर्स। These are the different sets of holy cows in India that we are being bullied by. All these people. आजकल तो आज शुक्र है अभी जर्नलिस्ट पे ले जाते हैं, नहीं तो एक जमाने में तो तेरे को याद है जर्नलिस्ट के भी क्या वर्ड होते थे भाई।
Oh, I remember those days, those times.
हाँ, जर्नलिस्ट भी धमकी देते थे, तेरी जिंदगी बर्बाद कर दूंगा। भाई तू कौन है? वो यूट्यूबर शुक्र है अभी तो उनको रणवीर अलाहाबादी केस के बाद यूट्यूबर्स को तो उनकी औकात पता चल गई कि भाई अपनी औकात नहीं है, अपने को तो पहल देंगे ये लोग। तो मगर ये सोच, ये चीजों की चर्चा क्यों हम नहीं करते हैं? क्यों नहीं हम पूछते हैं कि सालो तुम लोग साइंस में क्या, कि इंडिया में जो PhDs हैं कंपेयर्ड टू ऑल मेजर डेमोक्रेसीज इन द वर्ल्ड आर वेरी लेस, और जो साले निकलते हैं वो भी जेंडर स्टडीज टाइप के यूजलेस PhDs निकलते हैं। अबे साइंस
Look at the quality of the average PhD thesis in this country.
क्या
It will
है?
make you vomit. ये situation है। Now people will say like that there's a quality of research and science and freedom. What's the correlation? People don't get the underlying factors, right?
यार ये तो तुझे समझाना चाहिए, क्योंकि यू आर अ मैन ऑफ साइंस। मैं तो फिर भी चल, मैं तो फिलोसफी का बंदा हूँ। सी माय आर्ग्यूमेंट स्टेम फ्रॉम अ फिलोसफी बैकग्राउंड, कि मैं उसको मॉरलिस्ट में, मगर यू तो लिटरली आर फ्रॉम अ साइंस बैकग्राउंड।
Philosophy and science have one thing in common. It's logic. Yeah.
मगर इट्स सो डिप्रेसिंग यार अभिजीत। आई मीन I should not be, but how many times have I said this to you when we meet? हम like क्या होगा हमारे देश का अगर हम ऐसे ही करते रहे? क्या होगा? And why do I say this? Maybe I also love my country.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe I am also that patriot you think I am not, because I love my country.
People portraying was an
Yeah, they say I'm anti-national because I criticize India and India's flaws.
I mean, you've got to point it out so that something happens, right? Something's done.
It's so insane. Like, I don't understand, what am I supposed to do to convince people to care about things that you should care about? Like, every time you're just going from one clickbaity controversy to another clickbaity controversy. This is not how existence of mature democracy should be. And social media has definitely incentivized bad behavior. But it can also do good behavior. Social media the greatest thing, and it has democratized discourse.
It has.
So gatekeeping is done. Because Abhijit Chawda or a Kushal Mehra could not have happened without social media.
No, it would not be possible.
Boss, we have, our lives have been made because of this. So I'm eternally grateful for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the same time, I'm deeply worried about what we're doing to our discourse, where wherein Abhijit Chawda should be giving lectures on physics on a daily basis. You should be doing what Neil deGrasse Tyson does. देखो याद है, मैंने तेरे को ये शायद मैंगलुरु में बोला था, मैंने तेरे को मैंगलुरु में तेरे को बोला था कि you should be doing what he does, और तूने एकदम ऑनेस्ट आंसर दिया। अबे साले मेरे को सुनेगा कौन?
Exactly, वही प्रॉब्लम।
तूने मेरे को सच बोला था, and I respect that, but at least मेरे में ये फीलिंग तो आएगी अभिजीत चावड़ा की कोर कॉम्पिटेंस है साला फिजिक्स के गंदे गंदे पेपर पढ़ना और उनको सिंप्लीफाई करना, जो मुझसे नहीं होगा। मगर वो अभिजीत चावड़ा तो हाँ, मैं फिलोसफी की गंदी मोटी बुक्स पढ़ सकता हूँ और उनको सिंप्लीफाई कर दूंगा। मगर पॉइंट ये है कि हमारे यहाँ पे नहीं, उसको पेल दो, उसको मार दो, उसका ये कर दो, उसका वो कर दो,
वहां पे अटेंशन जाता है लोगों
वहां पे इकोनॉमिक्स के ऊपर हमारे डिस्कशन ही नहीं होते। व्हाट नो, आई एम नॉट समवन हु सेज पूरी गवर्नमेंट को गिरा दो, ये सब मैं नहीं, मैं वो लिबर्टेरियनिज्म में नहीं मानता हूँ, वो लेवल ऑफ पागलपन में। बट पॉलिसी डिस्कशंस यार, कितने दिन के बाद ये जो वक्फ अमेंडमेंट बिल आया, एक डिबेट हुई पार्लियामेंट में एक बिल के ऊपर, 12 घंटे की डिबेट हुई। हाँ, अच्छी बात है ना, अच्छी बात है। मगर पॉइंट है कि कितने बिल तो अगर वो कौन सी PRS लेजिस्लेटिव है ना, वो जो बिल ट्रैकर है, अगर उस पर जाके देखेगा कितने बिल वो बताते हैं जो पास हो जाते हैं बिना डिबेट के।
अच्छा,
बिना डिबेट के। यार ये डेमोक्रेसी है। और वो लगा बीजेपी करना ही नहीं, कांग्रेस के टाइम पे भी यही बकवास, बीजेपी के टाइम पे भी यही बकवास। अच्छा वो छोड़ो, फिर लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबलीज में जाओ, स्टेट लेवल पे जो बिल पारित होते हैं उसमें क्या डिबेट होती है?
आई हैव ऑलवेज वंडर्ड कि लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबलीज जो स्टेट्स की होती है वहाँ पे होता क्या है?
कुछ नहीं होता यार, एक दूसरे को बस गालियां देते रहते हैं।
I mean, they have sessions where everybody attends and all
मैं
that.
तेरे को बोल रहा हूँ, उनके तो रिकॉर्ड पार्लियामेंट से भी गंदे हैं,
अच्छा,
पार्लियामेंट से भी गंदे। और अच्छा ये छोड़ दे, आई लव माई सिटी मुंबई। म्युनिसिपल इलेक्शन कब होगा भाई?
is it pending?
4-5 साल से नहीं हो रहा है।
वो क्या क्या कारण है?
वो कोर्ट में अटका हुआ है, एक वो कैटेगरी ऑफ रिजर्वेशन फाइनल करने का, बस उसी में चल रहा है। भाई बॉम्बे में भी म्युनिसिपैलिटी नहीं डिजर्व करती, थाने में नहीं हो रहा है, बॉम्बे में नहीं हो रहा है, कितने महाराष्ट्र में, कितने पैन इंडिया कितनी म्युनिसिपैलिटीज में इलेक्शन नहीं हो रहा है। हमारा देश एक वियर्ड देश है। इट्स अ हिस्ट्री ऑफ मिसप्लेस प्रायोरिटीज ब्रदर। म्युनिसिपैलिटी इलेक्शंस आर अ हार्ट एंड सोल ऑफ अ डेमोक्रेसी।
Yeah, I agree.
मैं एज अ सिटीजन, माई लाइफ इज मोस्ट इन्फेक्टेड एंड अफेक्टेड by municipal issues.
My local, on the ground
Local issues.
Yeah, grassroots issues.
Nobody gives a damn. कोई outrage नहीं है. There is no BMC election happening.
I see.
Babus are running the city. सब मजे में. मतलब what the hell? And my question to activist classes was, what are you people doing? Like, it's insane. It's insane what people are doing. I find it so weird that we are doing this. Or, have discussions like, should Mumbai have an elected mayor or not? These kinds of, like, we don't, right? I mean, a city as powerful as Mumbai should have a publicly elected representative.
I thought we used to have mayors, right?
वो सिलेक्टेड होते हैं, इलेक्टेड नहीं होते।
नहीं होते।
वो जो जीतते हैं ना म्युनिसिपैलिटी का इलेक्शन, वो पार्टी अपना आदमी डाल देती है एज अ मेयर। वो सिर्फ ऐसा फिगर हेड होता है, वो टाइम पास है, उसमें कोई पावर नहीं होती मेयर में।
I see.
आई वांट अ पावर लाइक अ सिटी का चीफ मिनिस्टर, राइट? एक शहर का मुख्यमंत्री बनाओ, प्रांत का मुख्यमंत्री तो होता ही है, मगर वो शहर इतनी जनसंख्या का शहर है, पब्लिक शुड गो एंड वोट फॉर द लीडर ऑफ द सिटी एंड दैट पर्सन विल फाइट फॉर द सिटीज राइट्स। Plus 50% of India is almost 50% is now, depending on which study you take. Some say government बोलती है 30s में है, some say 40 to 50 है. Then one study says based on illumination 60% to 63% है.
Okay.
मैं बोलता हूँ आधा देश अर्बन हो गया है, अर्बन हो गया है, आधा देश अर्बन है। अर्बन सिटीजन्स के बारे में, उनकी फैसिलिटीज़ के बारे में, उनके इलेक्टेड मेयर्स के बारे में, उनके राइट्स के बारे में कोई नहीं। आज ही कोर्ट ने वो बैंगलोर में वो रैपिडो और ये सब को नोटिस दे दिया, तुम्हारे टैक्सी बंद हो जाएगी। हमारे देश में लोगों ने बोला अच्छा ठीक है, हो गया। अरे क्यों भाई आउटरीच करो, प्राइवेट बिजनेस बंद क्यों कर रहे हो, क्या कारण है? व्हाट आर द रीजंस, व्हाट आर द डूज एंड डोंट्स? वी शुड बी हैविंग डिस्कशंस ऑन दिस। प्राइम टाइम टीवी इज बिजी अपने मजे में। It's frustrating that and the same thing is happening on the YouTube model too. The only place in India where mature debates and discussions happen, luckily on YouTube, is actually in the realm of geopolitics, is what I've observed. No, there mature things happen. And I'm not saying because you do it. Actually, a lot of people are doing it.
Because look, when you're talking geopolitics, you're not dealing with local issues, so you can speak a little more freely, I suppose.
Yeah. So there mature discussions are happening. Local politics level pe India, and because of the freedom suppressing laws in India at state and central levels, we are having such a problem. We are not discussing these things. पुलिस रिफॉर्म्स क्यों नहीं होते? बोलते हैं दैट इज अ स्टेट सब्जेक्ट। तो भाई मेरा चीफ मिनिस्टर क्यों नहीं कर रहा?
But the laws have to be passed from the center, right?
No, police reforms are, see, recruitment state level पे होती है.
Okay.
They are not recruiting cops.
But there must be some police act or something, right?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the recruitment and the management of police, the cops, like वो state की police force होती है, वो CRPF होती है।
अच्छा।
उसमें वो लोग अपना एक लिमिटेड जो रिक्रूटमेंट करते हैं, मगर मेजर रिक्रूटमेंट ऑफ कॉप्स हैपेंस एट द स्टेट लेवल।
Okay.
At the state level, India में state level is abysmal. It's abysmal. And we need double the cops we have right now. But वो बोलेंगे अरे एक्सचेकर का इतना पैसा कौन देगा, ये कौन देगा. बोला भाई तुम्हारी ये जो फ्रीबी स्कीम्स है वो बंद करो.
I know.
एक्चुअल गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स जनरेट करो जहाँ पे जरूरत है. वो तुम करते नहीं हो. फिर बोलते हो अगर फ्रीबीज देने के लिए ये लोग सब बैठे हैं. 2,000 रुपए महीने के दे दो, 5,000 रुपए महीने के दे दो. भाई कॉपी दे दे यार तू मेरे को. And what happens when law and order improves? Investment increases. Right? People will be like नहीं यहाँ पे लॉ एंड ऑर्डर है, मैं और पैसा डालूंगा, और फॉरेन का पैसा आएगा, और फॉरेन का पैसा आएगा, वहां पे भी जॉब जनरेट होंगे. तुमको ये फ्रीबीज देने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी और कोई करना नहीं चाहता.
वोट नहीं मिलेगा यार.
अरे यही तो प्रॉब्लम है. ये लोग ये और ये इट्स नॉट ए पार्टी और बी पार्टी. All of them are like that. So we just like, people ask me now, oh, why do you vote for BJP? I just vote for the least authoritarian party in India. That's my answer every time. They're like, no, but Congress is less. I was like, that's your assumption. You go with Congress. I was like, my assumption is BJP. That and we can have a good, healthy discussion on that. We're just picking one authoritarian in India. They're all like that. We just pick our authoritarian.
Right.
It's like that. ये मेरा है. ये मेरा गुंडा है. वो गुंडा को नहीं लूँगा. ये मेरा गुंडा है. That it's literally come down to that.
So what can we do to solve these problems? Do you have any recommendations?
First, we need to change the locus of our constitutional framework and societal framework from giving primacy. See, there are group rights too. I'm not saying group rights don't exist. But the primacy, the by default, जैसे बोलते हैं ना फोन में factory settings, default settings होती हैं. A societal political structure's default settings have to be primacy given to individual rights and then subject to exceptional cases, group rights. Right?
Okay, that's the first thing.
Yes. In India, it's the complete opposite.
It's the other
Primacy is given to group rights as a default state. So every time you're incentivizing mobs to create havoc in India. And then individual को मार मार के चले जाओ. Which is why the individual is lost in India. इसके लिए police reforms, because it is not a group issue. It's an individual rights issue. Police protects you, the individual. So nobody cares. Judiciary is there to protect you, the individual. Nobody cares. Democracy related issues, freedom and related issues are for the individual, not the group. We're always going to be screwed, brother. This is the core. We need to fundamentally change the nature of Indian discourse, and we have to say group rights take a backward step, not go. The primacy has to be given to individual rights. That's the first thing. The second is we need to have more freedom in India. If we are to err, because see, there will be free riders in every evolutionary system.
That's going to happen.
There is going to be a free rider who will come and tear the Quran, which I don't endorse. But you know, Kamlesh Singh, he came on my podcast, said something very profound. He said, look at the irony of India. And I will give you, he gave me the example of the West. He said, आपको यूरोप में भी है ना, आपको वो सीन मिलेंगे, एक आदमी कुरान को जला रहा है. मैं वो कुरान को जलाने को एंडोर्स नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मगर वो सीन क्या है, वो सेंटर में है, सराउंडेड बाय कॉप्स एंड पीपल आउटसाइड द सर्कल आर अब्यूजिंग हिम. बट द पुलिस आर प्रोटेक्टिंग हिम फुल टाइम फ्रॉम द मॉब. इंडिया में वो नहीं होगा. इंडिया में पुलिस भी मारेगी, मॉब भी मारेगा. So the primacy is not on the individual freedom. Because if we have the freedom, right, there will be crazy people who do these stupid things like burning religious texts. I will never do that. But when I have freedom, right, I will start thinking on different concepts, on social concepts. And that's when you will have innovations happen, when you make 99 or probably 1,000 mistakes, but then one idea comes.
Yeah, that's how it works. I mean, how do you learn how to walk as a toddler? You fall 100 times, 200 times. And that's when you eventually figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's how you learn anything.
And that's the problem, brother. ये जो problem हो रही है ना, ये जब तक हम solve नहीं करेंगे, changing the default setting of the rights situation, then demanding freedom from our politicians, and 3, we need to have a serious debate on what kind of political system suits India.
But the thing is that, look, we have a certain kind of political system. And the politicians who thrive in the system, they benefit from it. So why will they allow anyone to change it?
Well, listen, I think public pressure से चीज़ें change हो सकती हैं.
लेकिन public को तो कुछ पता नहीं है.
That's where the job of, people like you, me, and many others comes. It's our job, and I would say our moral responsibility as citizens of India to educate the average Indian on the benefits of freedom, on the benefits of democracy. Like there is this, uncle auntie-istic culture in India. अरे dictatorship ही इंडिया को चाहिए. अरे नहीं भाई, नहीं चाहिए इंडिया को. नॉर्थ कोरिया में रह लो, देख लो. वो dictatorship है.
Well, you could give a different model. See, historically we had empires, we had emperors. But I suppose at the ground level everybody had their freedom, right? So that's a hybrid model. You have a dictator at the top who's the emperor, Chandragupta Maurya or Ashok. But at the ground level, I suppose people were still thriving.
Yeah, but how? See,
Because we didn't have
because,
the Abrahamism.
because we are always subject to the wills and fancies of that one individual, which is the most dangerous thing.
But it was not misused historically.
I don't know, because if you look at Ashoka, he was pretty barbaric.
Well, the further you were away from him, the happier you were. That's how it was.
So-
but for the majority of Indians, there was no issue, right?
Yeah, but that's the whole point, right? Why even bother that? I think in democracy, you have the option. If I don't like this, I throw him out every 5 years, right?
But that creates this, the problem that there won't be political stability. There may not be, the continuity of policies that are good for you. You may have this uncertainty every 5 years, right?
When you decentralize things where power goes further and further down to the local person, I think these things can be taken care of. When the government, see, the problem is in India, the government is so big and powerful.
Yeah.
When the government becomes small, then their job is national security, life, liberty, happiness, right?
Oh, a small number of things. And let everybody else do their thing. Let's say fair. Let's say fair kind of thing.
That's it. So I think we have the answer. The problem is our politicians don't want that answer.
Of course, they don't want that.
And they feel still, because the state has so much power in India and a lot of corruption still happens through the state network.
Okay.
I think when the Indian economy will become big enough, right? Indian politicians will be like, नहीं अभी मेरे को politics के अंदर रह के पैसा कमाने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैं बाहर से पैसा बना देता हूँ. I think right now it all boils down to the pie being small. Because we're still not even $3,000 average income in this country. We're not. I think eventually in the next few years, when we reach $7,500, that's a lot of money, man. For a country of 1.6 billion people at that time.
Oh, are we going to go to 1.6?
Yeah, then we start flatlining.
Okay.
Then we
It's
start
gonna happen.
going down.
Yeah.
And our numbers will go down. All Hindu, Muslim, सबके numbers गिरेंगे. So, and when that happens, and then we have like, imagine being a billion, but $25,000 average income.
That's huge.
Now that's a freaking rich country, man. That's a very rich country with a lot of rich people. So I think we will, that's when the political class of this country will be like, ऐसा है, मैं अभी है ना VC में जाता हूँ, ये सब टुच्ची लो लेवल करप्शन क्या करूँ, वहाँ पे $500 बिलियन कमा लूँगा, ये इतना कर लूँगा, वो कर लूँगा. इंडिया में प्रॉब्लम ये हो रही है कि अभी द स्टेट स्टिल गिव्स यू वे मोर lucrative venues to be corrupt.
Yeah.
And that's human nature, right? You go where the money is.
The easiest money is.
The easiest money.
Yeah.
And when we change that, we will change everything.
You're mentioning police reforms. What needs to be done in police reform?
Hiring, cop training. Look at how cops treat citizens in this country.
Okay.
Secondly, read reports on, I think it was the Bureau for Police that came up with the study of high suicide rates in our cops.
Really?
High levels of alcoholism. We are a very thankless society in
Okay,
many
they're
ways.
overly stressed out, huh?
Overly stressed out. Very high suicide rates.
I see.
High levels of alcoholism.
Okay.
No training.
Ah.
No protective gear. No guns. ये लोग बेचारे गणपति फेस्टिवल में 48 घंटे काम करते हैं. Sometimes 72 hours.
Okay.
यार जला दें हम लोग. इन बेचारों को ऐसे रगड़ रहे हैं. हम लोग में कोई इंसानियत नहीं है, कोई पुलिस वाला इंसान नहीं है. कोई जाके पानी तो दे दे उसको भाई. वो बेचारा रोज कभी ये सोचो, ट्रैफिक पुलिस वाला
Oh my God, the situation there.
पूरा दिन,
Yeah, the dust, heat.
यार उसकी लाइफ क्या है, क्वालिटी क्या है.
No, it's
अगर वो
abysmal.
अल्कोहलिज्म में नहीं जाएगा वो करेगा क्या, उसको काउंसलिंग क्या मिल रही है. पुलिस रिफॉर्म्स होलिस्टिक होते हैं. वी इंक्रीज द नंबर्स, वी ट्रेन देम टू टॉक प्रॉपर्ली टू द सिटीजन. वो लोग वायलेंट भी नहीं होने चाहिए हमारे साथ. मगर देर आर अदर साइड्स ऑल्सो. द कॉप इज स्ट्रेस्ड, द कॉप इज डिप्रेस्ड, द कॉप इज कमिटिंग सुसाइड्स. देर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स. पुलिस रिफॉर्म्स इंक्लूड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. वी डोंट वांट टू टॉक अबाउट देम. व्हेन आई हैड द फॉर्मर चीफ ऑफ पुलिस, यूपी के भी थे वो, he was there. I forgot his name. When I said these things, he was shocked on my own podcast. He's like, तुम पहला आदमी जो ये सब बात कर रहा है.
अच्छा.
मतलब नहीं, मैं तो ऐसे लोग हैं बात. बोलते नहीं तुमको आइडिया नहीं, लोगों को कोई पड़ी नहीं है. और and the police citizen relationship should be of a family. We have a very confrontational relationship and a transactional. कि मैं इसको 100 रुपए देके चले जाऊंगा या मैं इसकी गांड पे डंडा मारूंगा चले जाऊंगा. That should not be. The cop's relationship with the citizenry should be, the cop should be part of the community.
Ideally, you should have that situation.
Yeah. When there is a Ganesh Utsav in the local area, my cop should be the local area who knows यहाँ पे गणेश उत्सव होता है, मेरे को ट्रैफिक ऐसे करना है, मेरे को ये करना है, यहाँ पे ईद का फेस्टिवल है. So, cop should be of that local area. That's how ideal cop hiring and reform should happen.
So right now what happens? Cops are posted wherever.
Yeah, and they do randomly and they are not enough.
Okay.
They are overworked. And
So they may not know the area they are working in.
No, not necessarily. Many times it happens they don't know the area they are working in.
I see.
And they are heavily understaffed. Yeah. Look at the tech training. We basically don't have forensic training in India. Like police को forensics समझना.
Do we have police detectives in India? Like,
No, we do. Police intelligence भी होती है.
I see.
होते हैं उनके intelligence networks होते हैं, वो सब होते हैं. But it's very minuscule.
I
Like,
see.
look at how many cases that get dropped in India because the investigative skills and the investigative capacity of the Indian police force is so abysmally poor
Okay.
that by the time it goes into the court of law and the evidence is examined, they're like, ये क्या किया तुमने?
अच्छा.
अरे भाई उनके पास रिसोर्सेज ही इतने हैं तो उसमें यही मिलेगा. तो इसीलिए तो चोरों को इतना कॉन्फिडेंस है इंडिया में,
I see.
क्योंकि उनको की इन्वेस्टिगेशन ही नहीं होगी. These are all part of the reforms that I talk about.
And how does this tie in with the judiciary?
Well, the judiciary, भाई ये कौन सा देश है जिसमें जज ही जज सिलेक्ट करता है यार? ये क्या देश है यार? ये ऐसे चल सकता है क्या?
Democracy है क्या? Is it really democracy?
वो लोग खुद को चूज करते हैं. अरे भाई क्या बोल रहे हो यार? कौन सा है यार? अमेरिका में देखो प्रेसिडेंट और जो हाउस एंड सेनेट जो भी उनका है वो इलेक्ट करता है जज को यार.
After grilling them, right?
Yeah.
The whole hearing.
ये क्या है? ये क्या सिस्टम है?
Yeah.
या हम लोगों को शर्म नहीं आती है? ये सिस्टम है. जज ही जज को सिलेक्ट कर रहे हैं और हम लोग, और जब वो पारित किया तो जज ने उसको कैंसिल भी कर दिया कि नहीं ये तो नहीं चलेगा. ऐसे थोड़ा ना होता है यार.
कौन सा एक्ट था जो
NJAC,
right?
NJAC.
The judiciary itself.
हाँ उन्होंने बोला नहीं मजा नहीं आया चलो निकलो. ऐसे थोड़ा ना होता है
ऐसा थोड़ी होता है यार.
बट वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ हमारे यहाँ पे एंड जुडिशरी इज एनक्रोचिंग इनटू द लेजिस्लेशंस एरिया.
अच्छा.
ये तुमने ये लॉ क्यों कर दिया? As much as the 2G was a corruption scam, Abhijit, people need to ask, was it the job of the courts to cancel 2G licenses?
I suppose not, right? They're supposed to just pass law judgments.
Yeah, they have to look at whether something is constitutional or unconstitutional.
Correct.
But they are cancelling licenses, they are ordering probes, they are not ordering probes, they are doing...
I think that's the function of the executive, all that stuff, right?
And now to that, some of my friends who I think they also have a valid point there, they're like the judiciary has to do it many times is because the legislature tells them to kar de yaar.
I think that's a valid point at times, isn't it?
And because it's a dysfunctional political system, and it's an absolute, and the last where I feel India ki problem I say is Indians per average I think have very poor rights consciousness.
Rights consciousness.
That's what I
It's not about rights, right?
आज भी if you go, the moment I start talking about rights on every, I think तुझे याद होगा हम लोग जब बैंगलोर में थे आइडियाज इंडिया फाउंडेशन में.
Yeah.
तुझे याद है मैं जब वो पैनल होस्ट कर रहा था हर्ष और राजीव का, तभी जब लास्ट में Q&A हुआ था, तू और मैं तो हम लोग ने तो अपना पैनल किया था.
Yeah.
और उसके बाद एक पैनल को मेरे को होस्ट करने को बोला था. उसमें लास्ट में एक क्वेश्चन आया था, आप लोग राइट्स के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, व्हाट अबाउट ड्यूटीज. मैंने बोला यार ये आप लोग अपना माइंडसेट कब चेंज करोगे? आप लोग इतने ड्यूटीज ऑब्सेस्ड क्यों? एंड दिस स्टेम्स फ्रॉम द ओवर रिलीजियोसिटी एंड द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ रिलीजन, बिकॉज रिलीजन हैज नो कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ राइट्स. लाइक इट और नॉट, रिलीजन्स डोंट हैव कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ राइट्स. रिलीजन्स हैव कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ ड्यूटी. वो ड्यूटी ऑब्सेस्ड होते हैं. हमको एज सिटीजन्स राइट्स ऑब्सेस्ड होना चाहिए.
Well, we need to balance both things. You need to have rights, you need to have duties.
ड्यूटीज सोसाइटी लाती है. गवर्नमेंट से मेरे को ड्यूटीज नहीं चाहिए, गवर्नमेंट से मेरे को राइट्स चाहिए. मैं जब गवर्नमेंट से रिलेशन रख रहा हूँ वो मेरा राइट्स का रिलेशन है, सोसाइटी से मेरा ड्यूटी का रिलेशन है. सोसाइटल प्रेशर से मैं ड्यूटीज करूंगा, गवर्नमेंट को मैं प्रेशराइज करूंगा राइट्स के लिए. और ये जो सोसाइटी और गवर्नमेंट का इंटरप्ले है, इसमें राइट्स और ड्यूटीज का बैलेंस आता है जो तू बोल रहा है.
Yes.
और यहाँ पे उल्टा है, गवर्नमेंट मेरे को मेरी ड्यूटी बता रही है. अबे भाग इधर से, तू क्यों मेरे को बता रहा है भाई? वो मेरी कम्युनिटी बताएगी, वो मेरी हाउसिंग सोसाइटी में, अभी हम लोग एक हाउसिंग सोसाइटी में है, हाउसिंग सोसाइटी मेरे को बोलेगी इट्स योर ड्यूटी दैट व्हेन यू टेक योर डॉग आउट and the dog poops, you pick it up.
You pick it up. ठीक है.
I don't need the freaking government to come and tell me. यहाँ पे government उसमें भी आएगी. We will make society laws. You will be jailed if your dog does tutty. ये तू समझ रहा है, क्योंकि we have no rights consciousness. We let the government encroach in every aspect of our life. That is a society issue. Let the society sort it out.
But let's say the government decides to do this. How can we prevent it?
We protest. That's the only option.
That's the only thing we have
in a democracy.
Yeah.
We have to protest, and that's what. Look, Indira Gandhi, effed around and found out during the emergency. She crossed the Rubicon, which the Indians were like, "Abhi hat, ये क्या emergency?" सब लोग उतर गए, and then she had to go. At that time, she had to go. वो वापस आ गई, वो अलग बात है. मगर so there is hope. We have a very good example in Indira Gandhi. When she crossed that line of civility, Indians were like, "No, ma'am, this is not on." And the whole country erupted in protests. And I think it is still there. I mean, the Anna Hazare, that time, the India against corruption protests, the whole country came up against
The country
corruption.
did stand up for the cause, didn't it?
So there is hope in the country. I'm not saying it is all hopeless. We're not Pakistan. But the point is, we need to keep reminding the citizenry that we need to do more. We need to do more. And we need systems where these politicians, the American experiment is successful is because federal government में power ही नहीं है. The federal government has no power. States have so much power. And states के उनके municipal councils have so much power. Cities have power. The New York mayor is fighting with the New York state representative and the president. वो उनको सुनाता रहता है बैठ के. बोलते तू कौन है बे? That's how mature societies and mature democracies function. America might have 100 flaws यार, मैं कहाँ उनके flaws deny कर रहा हूँ, मगर जो अच्छी चीज़ है उससे सीख लो ना यार. ये क्या है कि नहीं वो foreigner है तो मैं नहीं सीखूंगा, ये गलत बात है. You have to take the good in your own culture and other cultures.
Learn from everybody.
The human experience is a work in progress. And you learn from all the best practices of every culture. I believe there are some good practices in the Western culture also.
What about the Eastern cultures? China, Japan, whatever.
They're great cultures. I think like in Japan, we have some great values that we can take. Individual discipline.
Yeah,
Look at how disciplined the Japanese are.
that's right.
Why can't we learn that from them? Why not? Their quest for perfection. The Japanese and Germans both.
The Germans as well.
Yeah, they have like quest for perfection कि वो 1 मिलीमीटर भी इधर से उधर नहीं होना चाहिए.
Millimeter छोड़ो, micrometer नहीं होना चाहिए.
नहीं, मगर
I
it's
know.
amazing,
Yeah.
right? So we can do that. We can do that, and they could learn, this amazing spiritually plural system that India has. Like the Jain thought of Anekantvad, I mentioned that in my book Nastik. I explain Anekantvad in a very detailed way.
Okay.
That how, we have this multiplicity of viewpoints ingrained in our intellectual system, which is why we are able to digest so much intellectual diversity at the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
But we somehow, we did it in the spiritual realm, we lost it in the political realm. The West did it in the political realm, they lost it in the spiritual realm. Why can't we do it in both? And maybe the future of humanity, I'm not saying is one system. I'm not a globalist. But I think the future of humanity is a mishmash of this multicultural system.
Now that we are one interconnected world, I think
We are. I
Yeah,
think
we are.
the West could benefit from the East through spiritual systems and stuff like that. And I think Japan is kind of like that. It's Eastern spirituality and Western political systems.
well, Japan is a very interesting case.
Yeah, they have their dark side too. Like they practice casteism even today.
I know. Burakunin.
They have casteism even today. So they have.
Look, every society has some flaws, some pros and cons.
Yeah, but the point is, I think if we strive, the baseline should be, I can learn, I can become better, and my culture does not have all the answers. When you start, your baseline is my culture does not have all the answers. My ancestors did not know everything, because nobody's ancestors knew everything.
Yeah, that's true.
When you work from that baseline, then you start learning from everyone.
It's about having an open mind, right?
That's all.
That's all it
That's all
is.
I ask from Indians. I ask them to not look down. Maybe even a Pakistani can teach you something at times. You should not close your mind to anything. I think you can learn from people. The point is, it doesn't mean you surrender to them. You learn from them with a critical lens.
Yeah.
And you develop first principles. But यहाँ पे तो वो है ही नहीं.
सिखाते नहीं है. They have to learn this in school. I mean, look at the Japanese, look at the Germans. They are taught this perfectionist attitude in school. Every single year they're taught it more and more. When it comes to critical thinking, critical thought, that has to be taught in school. It has to be ingrained in you. Because it's a process. It's a certain way of thinking, step by step. That doesn't happen in the education system in this country.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's all about, rote learning, obsessed with, pushing you to a kind of a thought process. I don't know why. I just find India has a very negative attitude to deviants. Societies are built by deviants.
That's true. That's true. The non-status quoists.
Charles Darwin was a deviant. Adi Shankara was a deviant. He challenged the Buddhist status quo at that time.
Yeah.
So many of them were deviants. Deviant is not a bad thing. Deviant is a person who is a free thinker. They just go places and they say nasty things at times. But let them be, like George Carlin, man. He was a deviant, like the comedian, the weird thoughts that he had in his head. But let him be.
Let him be, right?
Let him be.
He's not harming anyone, hurting anyone.
He's just saying jokes.
Yeah.
Let him be. You don't even have to like his jokes. But छोड़ दो उसको.
Yeah.
तुमको नहीं पसंद, दूसरे को होगा. उसको नहीं होगा, तीसरे को होगा. There is such a big market. अभी हर आदमी के पीछे पड़ जाओगे, इसको बंद कर दोगे, उसको बंद कर दोगे.
Because they're deviated from the norm.
Then यार, और मतलब क्यों? Why? It should, and deification of politicians, really? I mean, that's what this country has come down to.
It has come down to that, right?
I can't. I'm sorry. I don't believe in any deities, but even if I did, the politicians are the last ones. The ones who are corrupt, the ones who make our life miserable and make money off of our taxes by stealing it from us. You want me to deify them? Over my dead body, boss. Over my dead body. I refuse to deify politicians. But here we are. We are doing that.
How big is the issue of corruption in the country, in India?
Big.
Is it the biggest problem we face?
I think, yeah. Corruption.
Allegedly, the whole system is built on that, right?
Yeah, and good that digitization has reduced corruption in many places in India now. Like small things like TDS refunds now because they are digitized. So अभी उसमें रिश्वत नहीं खिलानी पड़ती है. पहले तो उसमें भी खिलानी पड़ती थी.
Oh, really?
बड़े अमाउंट्स में तो अभी भी देनी पड़ती है.
Okay.
मगर छोटे अमाउंट्स में आपका TDS रिफंड आ जाता है. मगर एवरी स्टेज यार, गेट तो सोचना यार, तुम्हारे घर में किसी का डेथ हुई है.
Okay.
और तुम डेथ सर्टिफिकेट के लिए भी पैसा खिला रहे हो.
Really?
मतलब क्या बोल लेगा यार, क्या बोल लेगा? मतलब क्या है ये सिस्टम? क्या मतलब क्या बोलो? और मतलब घर पे किसी की डेथ हुई है, मैं वैसे ही रो रहा हूँ. बोल रहे डेथ सर्टिफिकेट के लिए भी पैसा. सो यू नो हाउ वी कोप विद दीज थिंग्स. मेरे फ्रेंड के फादर की डेथ हुई है, वो नहीं जाएगा डेथ सर्टिफिकेट के लिए, मैं जाऊँगा ताकि वो ट्रॉमा मैं झेलूँ, वो नहीं झेले.
Okay.
We're just finding ways to save our friends. क्योंकि मे बी वो ट्रॉमा में है, मैं इतना ट्रॉमा में नहीं हूँ. उसके फादर की डेथ हुई है तो चल मैं ये डर्टी वर्क कर लेता हूँ. बट दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव कम डाउन टू. This is our reality, and we keep on doing that.
And this introduces a step of friction in every single process. Multiple steps, multiple friction points.
No trust society.
No trust society.
देख ना, तू सोच, तू अगर एक इंडियन दूसरे इंडियन को मिलता है, उसका डिफॉल्ट सिचुएशन होता है कि इसका एंगल क्या है.
Actually.
अभी तुम वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड में रहते हो, ये नहीं होता है बॉस. मैं हाफ ऑफ द ईयर आई लिव इन कनाडा. वो इतना हाई ट्रस्ट सोसाइटीज है हमारे, और मैं सच्ची बोलूं, हमारे ही लोगों ने उधर जाके उनकी ठोकी हुई है. अभी वो भी एंगल सोच रहे हैं कि ये साला ये बोल रहा है, इसका एंगल क्या है. और पॉइंट है कि वी आर सच अ लो ट्रस्ट सोसाइटी. हर आदमी दूसरे को गेम करने के लिए देख रहा है, विच इज नॉट अ हेल्दी साइन.
It's not a healthy thing at all.
It is not a healthy. It is such a toxic way to live your life.
Yeah.
If I say something, people should be in a position to trust me or my face value. But यहाँ पे तो हर आदमी बोलेगा ये साला कर क्यों रहा है ये. मेरे को कितनी बार ही होता है, मेरे को कोई लोग बोलते हैं कि तुमने इसकी तारीफ क्यों की, इसने तुमको पैसे दिए क्या. मतलब मैं तो कोई एडवर्टाइजमेंट भी नहीं पढ़ता हूँ भाई मेरी पॉडकास्ट पे. मैं तो कुछ भी नहीं करता हूँ, मैं तो जो मुझे अच्छा लगा मैं तारीफ कर देता हूँ. और मुझे ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है कि and this expectation of you have to agree with someone on everything. अबे भाई, do you agree with your wife on everything? Do you agree with your father, mother, dada, dadi, nana, nani, chacha, chachi? They agree with you on everything? No. You live with them, na? You have a loving relationship with them. Why can't you apply the same rule to the whole society?
That's right.
Yeah, so there might be some content creators I don't agree on some points with them. But I agree on some points with them. I will talk to them about those points and debate the other points with them in a civil manner.
Yeah.
We just can't do that.
We need to have that structure, right? That set of processes by which we can have that debate in a civilized way. You know?
Yeah. And how will we learn?
Yeah.
What if I'm wrong? What if I am wrong? It's so simple.
That's right.
And we are not encouraging that. And so to bring it all back, my writing is all about these things. I write about these subjects to the best of my ability. And then I just leave it there. What people do with it is not my problem. But at least if I die tomorrow, I will die thinking that यार मैंने बोला तो सही.
Yeah, it's on the record.
It's on the record.
Yeah.
मैंने बोला तो सही, मैंने लिखा तो सही, मैंने सोचा तो सही. अब लोग करे ना करे, what people do with it is not in my hands. As Sri Krishna said, you have to be focused on your karma. You cannot obsess about the goal. The goal will happen when it happens.
Yeah.
But you have to focus on the action itself, the act itself,
Yeah.
not on the final result. And that's what I actually do live my life like that. I live my life on Anekantvad and Nishkam Karma. These two concepts that Eastern philosophy are very much, based on, I feel. And I think that's my life. And which is why I am comfortable with all kinds of people. I can talk to an ultra-religious person. I can talk to a rabid atheist. I can talk to anyone. I don't have an issue.
Yeah.
Like even my music list, if you look at it, it will be death metal, hip-hop, Sufi, Coke Studio, all kinds of things. Like it's all over the place. I don't have like a genre. I listen to all kinds of things. And sometimes my wife says, because of your personality, because you dabble with thoughts and it reflects on everything you do. Even my music is all over the place. There is no one genre. My playlist is all over the place. So, and that's just become a part of my personality now. I'm able to experiment.
Were you always like this?
No.
So what?
I was very dogmatic.
When did things change? How did it change?
I think after
Why?
the age of 20, 25, when I went to the West, I think when I started, reading religion, Eastern religion, and I started reading Western atheistic philosophy, I think both of them had a very good positive effect on me. Eastern religion started influencing me and made me more plural and accepting. And Western atheistic thought also started making me more politically astute.
Okay.
And it just, I was reading both of them parallelly. And I just think I was very dogmatic before that. I had very fixated, very silly. But in the last 20 years or so, it started changing very slowly. It was a very gradual process.
It's always a gradual process.
It's a very gradual process. Like I would not be able to understand 30-year-old me. I'm 43 now.
Okay.
And I'm sure by the time I turn 50 odd, I will not be the same person.
Yeah, you evolve, you change. Yeah,
and the thing is, I'm fine with that. Like small things. Like I have a practice every night I go to sleep, I try to think about what I did in the same day. I just have this routine of going to sleep. I think, did I intentionally or unintentionally hurt someone? How was I as a human being on that day? I assess my debit and credit side on that particular day. I just have these small tools that I use to assess myself, not to satisfy anyone, to satisfy myself.
So do you put a numerical score?
No, I don't, but it's like a mental score that I have. Did I harm someone? Did I do something wrong today? If I didn't, I'm fine. If I did it and it happened unintentionally, then also I'm fine. I try to correct myself that I don't do it unintentionally also. Sometimes you have to. But those are the kinds of things and all of this I started reading very late. I started reading at the age of 19 and 20.
Wow, okay.
I was not reading. मतलब स्कूल की बुक्स पढ़ना मैं उसको रीडिंग नहीं की.
That everybody had to do.
वो मैं leisurely reading की बात कर रहा हूँ. Leisurely reading starts at a very late age in my case.
I see.
And then I became a voracious reader. Now I'm a voracious reader. Like I'll finish 40-50 books in a year. ऐसे ही खत्म कर दूंगा मैं. So now I'm an addict to reading. What am I doing? I'm reading. My spare time, I'm reading. That's all I do. I either love mixed martial arts, cricket, and reading. These are my three passions.
You do mixed martial arts?
Not
Watching, okay.
like watching it. I love watching it. So I love watching UFC and all of that. I have that subscription.
Yeah, I'm watching IPL.
IPL देख रहा हूँ for the reason is very simple. I watched IPL 2007, 8, 9 season. Then
I watched the first season properly.
I stopped watching IPL
After the
completely.
yeah.
But then what happened was I started the cricket podcast.
Okay.
So with Adit, and Adit was like, "Sale, तू मैं देखता रहता हूँ, तू नहीं देखता, so your questions are not irrelevant."
Okay.
So I was like, that's a fair point, and it's unfair on Adit. Now I'm watching IPL. I kind of get why it's nice and famous. I understand the entertainment side of it.
The entertainment side of it.
I don't get why it is hated by some people. You know, this is shit on IPL for what reason?
I don't hate IPL. I just don't find it interesting enough. You know?
Yeah, and it's like I like Test cricket more.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah, so that's my thing. But I don't hate IPL. Now like yesterday's Mumbai game was like very depressing. We lost.
Oh, yeah?
But I enjoyed the game. Now I get why people enjoy IPL. And what is amazing is the overall footfall of women in an IPL game compared to a normal Indian game when India plays is way more. IPL
really?
में ज़्यादा लोग आती है.
What's the reason?
And women enjoy it too. It has more, music, dance, fun.
So it's a whole.
It's a package. Right? Yeah, so it's good, right? It's good. And look at the positives of IPL. It's made Indian players rich, Indian cricket rich.
Oh, true.
It has made India the absolute powerhouse of the cricketing world.
So that's
Cricket revolves around us. Problem क्या है भाई?
No problem.
वही तो मैं लोगों को बोलता हूँ. Problem क्या? It's amazing. So I am enjoying the IPL too now.
Good.
Although as a Mumbai supporter, it's very depressing. Yeah, it's very bad.
Who's the captain this time?
This time वही हार्दिक पांड्या.
Hardik Pandya.
हार्दिक ही.
So bad days continue.
अरे बहुत बुरे हाल है. बहुत बुरे हाल है.
Where is Rohit these days?
रोहित तो यार इम्पैक्ट सब भी बन गया है अभी.
So he's still flipping from Mumbai.
Yeah, he is. But he's past his prime. But
He is clearly past.
yeah, so the thing is that these are the kind of things like I enjoy these things. My day goes into like cricket. If there is a mixed martial arts thing, वो तो सिर्फ Sunday to Sunday होता है.
Yeah, weekends को होता है.
वो weekends को होता है. So that's just that. And other than that, cricket कुछ ना कुछ होते रहेगा. नहीं तो book पढ़ो.
You write every day.
No, so for me, what happens is if I'm writing, I will write continuously for 2-3 months, finish the book off. Then that's it. When I'm writing the book, then I'm not reading anything. So I tend to read, make mental notes. I don't know what system. I just tend to, it's like a almari. It comes out of my brain very easily. Then when I write, I just write.
Do you write longhand or do you type?
टाइप. मेरी हैंडराइटिंग इतनी गंदी मुझे ही नहीं समझ पड़ेगी. मेरी हैंडराइटिंग, मैंने ना हम लोग वो पुराने घर के सामान निकाल रहे थे. मेरी 8th स्टैंडर्ड का वाटर बॉटल मिली. उसमें मैंने मेरा नाम लिखा था. माई वाइफ फाउंड इट. शी इज लाइक तेरी हैंडराइटिंग 8th स्टैंडर्ड से लेकर आज तक सेम है, तेरी सड़ी की सड़ी ही रही. एंड आई वाज लाइक हाँ यार मेरी हैंडराइटिंग मैंने क्या लिखा मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. सो आई कांट राइट, आई टाइप. मैं टाइप करता हूँ एंड मेरी इंग्लिश इतनी अच्छी नहीं है. सो व्हाट आई डू इज आई यूज ग्रामरली. आई हैव दैट प्रीमियम सब्सक्रिप्शन ऑफ ग्रामरली, जो भी है 11,000 पर ईयर की. एंड इफ आई मेक ग्रामेटिकल एरर्स आई यूज ग्रामरली फॉर दैट.
I see.
And then it also does plagiarism check and everything.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So that's what I use for my writing. The one tool I use is Grammarly. And I think it has helped me tremendously.
So have you finished writing the draft of this?
The new book?
Freedom, yeah.
Introduction is done. First chapter is done.
Do you follow a linear path or do you write anything anytime?
No. So what I do is I create a structure first.
Okay.
How many chapters do I want? What are the chapters I want to write? So I have the title of the chapters, everything ready, and a conclusion format ready. Then I finish that. So the introduction and first chapter are completely done. I'm taking a break now. It's IPL season. I took a break. I want to watch IPL. I want to relax, have fun. I have some family coming down from Canada. I'm going to be busy with that. I'm just taking a break. I'll be in Canada in mid-May.
Okay.
I am sure by 2.5 months, I will be done.
I see.
उधर मैं खत्म कर दूंगा. Because then when I sit down, right? तो मैं 6 घंटा सिर्फ लिख ही रहा हूँ.
दिन में 6 घंटा?
6 घंटा मैं लिख ही रहा हूँ, कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ. मैं बुक टाइप करते जाऊँगा और तभी मेरा हो जाएगा. फिर वो 2.5 months हो जाएगा. देन एडिटिंग बैक एंड फोर्थ होएगा 2.5 months. वो साइटेशन बैक एंड फोर्थ, ये करो, ये इलस्ट्रेशन डालो, ये डालो, वो डालो. एंड होपफुली बाय नवंबर द बुक विल बी आउट.
Okay, November.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's the target. I could have done it now also, but I think I was rushing too much because I have to go back to Canada. Then I was like, let me go back to Canada, write it then like I did last time. I'm more productive there.
You need to be in the right frame of mind to write.
Yeah, I was just not in the right frame of mind, so I just stopped writing now.
Okay.
I just completely stopped writing. So I've taken a break. I will finish my book, and then once this is done, then...
Do you have any other book project?
Yeah, so it's got to be a 3-book project. So first one was Nastik, Why I'm Not an Atheist. Next one is Blasphemy, Let Me Speak. And the third will be Annihilate Jati Varna.
Okay.
The end will be the crux of my conclusion of the crux and the biggest roadblock of Indian society is the system of Jati Varna. This system of sanctioned discrimination, which is a giant problem now in our society. And if Hindu Dharma or Dharma in general has to survive this assault of the global epistemological system, we have to get rid of Jati Varna as it is practiced today.
Is it still practiced today?
Yeah, it is. It is. Discrimination is very much there in India.
Where do we find this discrimination?
Just travel 100 kilometers away from any urban
So
center.
you won't say in urban centers, but everywhere else it's there, is it?
Yeah, everywhere else.
Oh, wow.
Because I've worked extensively in rural India. In Maharashtra, I've done that. So I saw it very clearly. And it is not like the imaginary upper caste is discriminating against the imaginary lower caste.
So how does it work?
Everybody is discriminating against everyone. So when I say annihilate Jati Varna, I don't say annihilate upper caste and keep the lower caste system. No. Because everywhere people feel like there's a great poetry about, which talks about 2 castes in Maharashtra. Both are, from the Dalit category.
Okay.
Mahars and Mang. And the poetry talks about how the Mahars are unfair to the Mang.
Okay.
And the Mangs are like, why are you behaving like this?
I see.
Both of us are oppressed. But this system of oppression, I call it the system of sanctioned oppression.
Okay.
And it's very, very, very crucial. Because I believe Dharma should survive. I believe in the survival of Dharma. And I don't believe Jati Varna is an integral necessity for the survival of Dharma, unlike some people in our discourse too. And my final book, उसके बाद मुझे नहीं लगता मैं क्या लिखूंगा, नहीं मैंने सोचा नहीं उतना.
But
जब मैंने लिखने का डिसाइड किया था, मैंने ये 3 बुक डिसाइड की थी. और मैंने पहले से ही बोल दिया था मैं ये 3 लिखूंगा. और मेरे को 5 साल 6 साल लगेंगे, मगर ये मैं 3 खत्म कर दूंगा. 6 साल 8 साल जो भी, ये 3 बुक खत्म करके फिर सोचूंगा क्या करना है.
I see.
ऐसा कुछ सोचा था. So that's the idea. And the first book was probably 300 pages. This book, I don't want to make it more than 200 to 220 pages. I want to, even the third book, I don't want to make it more than 200 pages. Short, crisp book where people can read, understand my point of view. They agree or not, I don't care. This is my point of view. I've put it out there. Convince me if I'm wrong, I will change my mind.
Right.
That's how I think.
All right. Well, let's I look forward to the book coming out.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Abhijit. As always, a pleasure talking to you.
Pleasure talking to you as well.